Hi, everybody. Buzz with Buzz's World. In this episode, it was really kind of fun. I had some friends from Utah come in, Chris and Yolanda Stang, and they spent a few days with us, but they spent 3 weeks in the Philippines, and so gave me an opportunity to interview them and give you an idea of what they did and their feeling about the Philippines. And so we're going to go forward and introduce them to you and go through this interview. Enjoy a little bit of time with them. And anyway, thanks for hanging in there with us and for your subscriptions and notifications. If you'll thumbs up on these videos, it just helps us. So anyway, thanks everybody. Hope you have a wonderful day. Bye. Well, hi everybody. Buzz with Buzz's World. And I'm here with my great friends from Utah who have been visiting the Philippines for the past 3 weeks.
3 weeks? Feels like 6 months.
It has been for me.
Yeah, right. About 6 months. That's what it feels like.
But it's been really fun. We've had a good time this last couple of days, and I wanted to get their take on the Philippines for your sake and get some ideas of where they've been, what kind of activities they've done, and kind of some expenses too. Kind of talk about costs, because everybody, I get questions all the time. What does it cost to do this? What does it cost for that? And so I think it's a great idea if somebody's coming to the Philippines to kind of have an idea of what they should bring.
Yeah, of course. Don't bring too much clothes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, so let's talk about that.
Yes.
You guys came here with 2 large suitcases, right?
And 2 duffel bags.
And 2 duffel bags.
Well, 1 duffel bag we bought here.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so but as far as the clothing, did you use everything in your suitcase?
Absolutely not. Absolutely
No,
not.
I didn't even use all my underwear.
Me either.
I haven't used all my underwear.
Yeah.
Well, the cool thing, Buzz, is like, one, there's laundry establishments everywhere you go. And it's super cheap to get your laundry done, right? So we're talking like, I forgot how many pounds of laundry we have, but it only costs a couple hundred pesos. Couple hundred pesos is what?
$3.50,
Yeah,
$4.
so it's like $5, dude. Let's just say $5, right? To get your laundry done.
Right.
So there's really no need to bring so much with you.
Right.
And don't bring anything fancy. Even we were here over the holidays and there was no time to wear any fancy dresses.
Yeah. No slacks, no I've got dress shirts, dress shoes. We don't wear any of that. One, it's too human anyways.
Right.
Like it's super human to even be able to wear all that.
Yeah.
You know, so.
It is humid here. It's warm. Right now, actually, is a good time of year to be in the Philippines. From middle of January to March, April is still a little milder. Once we hit summer,
Yeah.
game over.
You're saying it gets like 120 degrees out here. Huh?
Fahrenheit, yes.
Yeah.
Plus 120 plus. Stays around. We had several days of, if you know Celsius, 52 to 53 Celsius, and that's over 120 some odd degrees. So it's very difficult. And watching Honey at the time go through that heat just overwhelmed me. So that's why we live in a house with aircon. That's why I bought a car with aircon. That's why she is now spoiled with aircon.
Aircon is air conditioning.
Yeah.
Aircon is air conditioning,
For
for those that
Americans.
don't know, you know. Because there's a move called aircon too.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So we don't want them going out watching.
That's
videos.
correct. They
Yeah.
do call it aircon here, and it's air conditioning,
Yeah.
straight up. So, tell us, you flew into Manila.
Mhm.
From Manila, where did you go first?
So I put the whole itinerary together, and it took me quite a long time to do so, 7,000 islands. But we flew into Manila, stayed 1 night, then we flew directly to Boracay, and then we were there for about all of these stops we stayed 4 days. I looked online and most of them said 3 to 4 days was more than enough. Any of them. So we went to Boracay, then we went to, and forgive me if I'm pronouncing it wrong. Then we went to Cebu, and then from Cebu we went to Bohol. Then we went back to Cebu because it was the only way to get to Puerto Princesa. Flew into Puerto Princesa, but we immediately went to Sabang Beach, which is where the underground tunnel is, and we stayed there for 2 days. And then from there, we took the ride of our lives from Sabang
Literally
to
risking our
El
lives.
Nido, and then El Nido back to Manila, and then after that we let Buzz we went on Buzz's World.
Yeah, we're on Buzz's World right now.
Yeah.
Buzz's Cruise.
Yeah.
Buzz's
So
excursion.
we
We've
were
had a
able
good
to do that by flying. So we were constantly going to the airport. So that's the other thing about your luggage. You don't want to have more than 20 kilograms, and I really highly suggest buying your own scale so that you can check it. Because for some reason, I was fine when I got here, but my clothes got dirty and my weight kept fluctuating. So that's why we ended up with an extra duffel bag to make sure that we had space
Wow.
to put other stuff. I don't know what happened. I really don't. I haven't bought a
Magic.
thing.
Man.
So, what would you suggest a traveler bring coming to the Philippines for 2 or 3 week vacation?
Honestly, half of. No, I would not buy. I would buy sunscreen
Here.
and insect repeller here
Yeah.
because they know the formula. What we have in the States is not going to match.
Right.
So I would definitely, those 2 items I would buy here. But I would bring my own, any kind of like Sudafed or
Yeah.
any pain
Tylenol.
relievers that you might need. I would definitely pack those because,
Decongestants.
yeah, decongestants. Because for some reason, that's happening here
Yeah.
towards the end, and it's really you can't buy it in a grocery store or 7-Eleven. You have to go to the pharmacy, which is a whole nother ball game, and I would definitely kind of try to stay away from those. Just because it's like you don't know what you're getting, you don't know what's in it. They just kind of give you a tablet and tell you, 4 or 5 times a day, and you just don't know what you're taking. So I would definitely, those type of things I would put in my bag for sure.
Yeah. Which is a good suggestion because even when I got here, to figure out what was what for headaches, what was what for decongestants was very difficult. And of course I had Honey to help me get through those stages too. But so when you come, and by the way, if you're hearing that water in the background, Honey just cooked us a wonderful meal.
It was delicious.
And-
Thank you, honey.
And it was very delicious. We had some adobo chicken and pork adobo and a wonderful dessert she makes with mango.
Well, let's stick on the food then, because the food here has been amazing.
Oh, okay,
I
good.
will say that, right? I think that's a great segue.
Yeah.
So, coming here, the seafood was by far some of
Yeah.
the best seafood. Like, you can't go wrong with any of the seafood. The crab, the prawns are like
That
huge.
big,
Like,
yeah.
they're so big. Oh, sorry, but they're really, really big.
I guess why edit.
Oh yeah, perfect. But anyways, the seafood's been amazing, and some of the Filipino dishes. Now, I don't remember like the lechon. Actually, the chicken lechon ended up being the best, but we only heard of the pork lechon before coming here. And then what was some of the other dishes we had the other night?
We had
Hey,
Sing Sing.
Sing Sing was
That
really
was
good.
really
That was
good.
really good.
I don't remember the tofu dish, what it was called, but it was good. But I would also say be prepared because you'll see the same, like the McDonald's, the
Jollibees.
Jollibees, all these other restaurants that we have in the States, they can taste completely different.
Yeah.
They really do, and the menus are completely different.
Yeah. McDonald's here does have hamburgers, but they serve a lot of chicken, rice, spaghetti,
Yeah.
steak,
They had
portion,
spam.
little portions and
Yeah.
stuff. So it's a little
Spam or
different.
something, right?
Yeah, just different things, and so you have to be prepared to try new things and.
No, you
and,
don't. Don't go to McDonald's. You're fine.
Yeah.
There's so much other food. You know, like
It really is.
Yeah, you don't have to do all that.
That's
for sure.
true. That's true.
You know, but there is so you were talking about mango. So there's what was that place you called?
Hollow Mango.
Like Hollow Mango is by far
The dream.
one of the best things.
It's the dream. I'm telling you, if that ever comes to the States, whew, y'all gonna lose your mind. It is like, oh, it's so good. I'll give you some shots of that.
But the food was good.
Yeah.
Did you come across anything that you didn't like, or that you didn't prefer?
I didn't try any street food. I will not try street food. I don't even eat street food in the United States.
Right.
I don't eat anything off the street. So
Well, and that's the thing. It's best to be cautious too, because you're here for only 3 weeks. If something does catch your stomach and you get a bug,
Lay it up for a week, yeah,
you're gonna lose out on some of your vacation time. So that's smart. And
Right, I guess we didn't have any street food.
No.
I'm usually kind of the guy that will eat anything, right? I don't think we really walked past too much street food because we were taking pucks everywhere. We were taking taxis everywhere. So we didn't do it walking. Like, to be quite honest with you.
yeah.
And the ones that we did were in the touristy. When we did walk was like on the beaches and touristy areas. We weren't just stopping at restaurants in those areas.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one street food I had was some sweet potato.
Oh yeah.
That was delicious. That was super good. So yeah.
And everything here is fresh. I mean, when Honey makes our dinners and meals here, we go to the open market. We buy fresh everything, and so it's just so delicious.
That whole meal was super fresh.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was good.
And so you're eating good food. So again, just what would you suggest bringing though back to the islands from America to where?
Really, basically, honestly, just like, you want to definitely have flip flops, water shoes.
Water shoes,
are
yes.
highly important.
Gotta have water shoes.
Sandals and a pair of tennis shoes, because I just feel like sometimes you're gonna want your feet to be completely covered. And if
Well,
you can,
then we take you to the island and brand new ones and get them all muddy.
that's okay. It's alright. It's totally fine.
That's what we get from wearing white shoes.
Yeah.
But like leave jeans at home. If you can like capris,
A lot of shorts, right?
Shorts. That's all I want.
I'm more of a I've had surgery on my legs, so I wanted things to be covered. So I'm fresh out of that. So I brought I've been wearing more like capris, t-shirts, tank tops, things like that. I think I wore a dress one day, just because I was at the end of what was clean and appropriate to wear. But you don't need as much as you think you do. Like, pack your bag and then take half of it out.
Yeah.
You can honestly say that.
Because you don't want to lug it either, because you're moving around so much. Just bring some of the necessities. You'll be able to get them cleaned and washed here quickly and cheaply and inexpensively. So that's the best way to travel. One carry-on and a backpack.
Next time I'm only taking a backpack.
Yeah.
That's all I need.
Yeah.
That's all I need.
So we're leaving this Monday, all of us together, coming back to the States. I get to see my kids and grandchildren. I'm so excited. But I'm taking one little carry-on bag and my backpack, and that's it. And it's easy travel. It's easy to carry. It's easy to maneuver. And so I just suggest doing that. But let's kind of move on to your activities.
One more thing.
Yeah.
Ladies, you don't need any makeup.
Yeah, no.
Leave it at home. I bought all new makeup before I got here. I haven't opened one thing in 3 weeks.
Even women here don't wear a lot of makeup. Come here, honey, come here. Come here. Everybody, look at this face. Look at this face.
Yeah.
No makeup. Look how beautiful.
Leave that at home.
So, she's right though. Yolanda's right. You want to be just comfortable here. Again, like I said, this is probably the best time of the year to come because there are some cooler times. But so you're not really sweating. You're not changing your clothes 3 times a day like we do here in the summertime. But you want to be prepared.
I change my clothes quite a bit in Bohol. I was super hot.
Yeah,
but
So I was
dude,
I was super hot in Bohol. You know? So, but everybody else was actually really, really low. So the El Nido was perfect.
Yeah.
El Nido was perfect. So.
Well, GQ over here, he has to look good.
Always. Always. But
But it
really,
is,
but
same
really
outfit.
just be super minimalist. Don't bring a bunch of stuff. Bring a toothbrush, obviously, all your hygienics. But rather than that, I think you're pretty good.
Yeah.
And if you're taller, like if you're a bigger person, definitely make sure you have everything you need because you're not gonna find anything in your size here.
Yeah,
So
Which,
I know that.
Chris, how tall are you?
I'm 6'2".
Yeah. And I'm 5'9" and still have a hard time finding clothes.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things where when we do buy clothes here, I'm buying like what, baby, triple X, double X size, just to fit my shoulders. Because even at 5'9", I'm just bigger than some of them. But at the same time, just be comfortable and bring what you can that you're going to be comfortable in because you won't find it here. Yeah. Okay, let's go on to your activities. When you first arrived, first of all, when you landed in Manila, what did you think about arriving in the capital of Luzon?
We were so tired.
Bro, it was late. We were tired. We went straight to the room, went to bed.
Yeah, we stayed at the Belmont, which is a hotel connected right to the airport there. We went there and really just crashed. We were super tired. And then because we had to get up the next morning and go on a flight to Boracay. And, once we got to Boracay, it was, we're in a touristy section, so everything, I made sure that everything was really planned out, our pickups, our drop-offs, all that kind of stuff, so that there was someone there to pick us up and take us to the hotel. I can't even think of what was our first hotel? The Aqua.
Aqua, yeah.
We stayed at the Aqua, which was on the quieter side of White Beach, which I would highly suggest.
Yeah.
It's
on the
windier,
quieter side.
like it's where everyone parasails and everything, but and it's just not as bustly, and it was really, really nice. That was a very nice part of town to stay in.
And some people have asked me questions about costs. So first of all, your plane flights here, you've got to really do your homework because you can find really good deals, and sometimes you can't. So I have always used ASAP for my flights. I've been able to get the best rates through them, and they've been very good to give me what I've needed. And my average flight's around $1,100 round trip.
Yeah.
So this is another thing. So from Salt Lake, what did you guys spend on your flights?
We just used our MX points.
We definitely, we're Sky Miles people living in Utah. So we used our points to come here, and we were really lucky. So it was, we got, Comfort Plus with our points. And then
What airline?
On Delta. And then after that, we got a couple of promotions that said, hey, if you want to do the Delta Suites, it would be $6.99 per person. So we were able to get that one way. And then I called, and I was on the phone for 2 hours, but I got them to give it to us the other way too,
Wow.
for the same price. So for, what is it, $1,200 or, yeah,
1340 something.
yeah, something like $13.90 or whatever. You guys can do that. We were able to get it round trip, and then we had moved to Diamond, so then we got first class. So our flight went from Salt Lake to Seattle, Seattle to Korea, Seoul, and then Seoul, Korea to Manila. And that Seoul, Korea to Manila portion, there's nothing we can really do for upgrades, but the other two we were able to get first class from Salt Lake to Seattle, and then the Delta one from. When I was doing my homework, though, If I had to have paid for it, I probably would have went with Philippine Air. They had some really good rates.
They do.
And they flew directly to Manila, so that was another big thing. I didn't really like having to stop, but once you said you can have it for free, I was like, okay,
Yeah, okay.
we can go that way. But they were really good, and I want to say when I looked at them, it was about a $1,200 each round
That's
trip.
nothing.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
That's
it wasn't
so
too
good,
bad.
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was their like economy plus type area.
So
Yeah.
it's $1,200 round trip, and then when you get here, it's pretty dang cheap too.
Yeah.
Like, why not go to the Philippines?
Yeah.
Right.
And our budget was, we had a nice budget, so we were able to do, sometimes we went really luxurious, like we stayed at the Okada in Manila one night.
And what was the cost of that night?
And that night it was like $325 for that night.
But you're in like a 6-star hotel
It's
almost. It's
5
fabulous.
stars.
They would have
Beautiful.
charged us like $2,000 in
Las
the
Vegas.
States, in the States for this room. It was absolutely incredible. Like,
How much for the Belmont?
the Belmont was only $100
Yeah.
for the night, and I went kind of luxurious. I asked for a corner room because I wanted to be able to see
Right. The
like what was going on because we were only going to be here for a little bit. So that was a really, I asked for really nice room, and I think that the cheapest room you can get there for just overnight was $78.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not an expensive hotel. The Aqua was about $150 a night, and those are really nice. Honestly,
It's a resort.
yeah, it's a resort, and it has a beautiful pool.
Great staff.
And the rooms
Staff was
are
amazing.
yeah, the staffs are great, and the rooms are really nice and has lots of rooms. And I wanted so there's certain things at hotels that I wanted. Like I really wanted a room with a balcony. I wanted one room with a private pool. I wanted to try the whole walk out of the back room to the pool type thing. All the different styles of hotels that are here. So Okada was our most expensive at $325, and then everything else
The
is.
pavilions more.
Oh, sorry.
Those were more.
You're right. It
And
was.
that was
more.
in the pavilions were in
El
El
Yeah,
Nido.
so that was the Panorama Villas, El Nido.
Gotta go if you guys go there.
And that- Honestly, if we had shared it with another person, it would have been our cheapest. But when we went, it was like four. I think that was four something. It was just under $400 a night. So it was like $390 or something like that.
Well, and you hit on a good subject there, sharing. If you come with somebody, another couple or family or whatnot, it can be shared. and
Yeah,
become
there's
cheaper,
something
so-
called the family rooms here, and those, you have lots of space to get around. Like at the Panorama, this was literally 2 apartments like on top of each other, and you had your own private pool, your own kitchen.
Kitchen.
Yeah, so you had
There's a
like
whole thing.
it definitely
Fun.
could have been
Bro,
shared.
I mean, okay, just being real, like you could do it for so much cheaper if you wanted to.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Like we really went a little
we
more.
were all
higher.
over.
We were a lot more higher
Yeah.
end, to be
Yeah.
honest with you.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it's a lot easier for millionaires.
No,
So
stop.
Well, by pesos.
Yeah.
So, but we're just trying to give you an idea of what the costs of these things are as we do them, and it might help you make a accurate decision on whether you want to come here or not for your vacation. But I think we all would highly recommend the Philippines.
The food is super
Absolutely.
cheap. I mean, we had a wonderful meal last night, and I think the whole thing was like $35,
Yeah.
right?
Uh-huh.
And we ate so much. There was so much food. There was dessert. She had drinks. We, it was $35.
Three big entrees.
3 big entrees. She had
The
2
rice,
beers, right?
yeah.
2 beers, 3 desserts, like appetizers. Dude, that would have easily been like $150, I bet.
Yeah.
But that was only like $35.
Yeah, it was and it is very reasonable.
Yeah.
That was up in Cavinti, where Honey and I will be actually moving to as soon as the island is set up a little more. We're like I showed you earlier, the Kubo that we're working on right now. We finally got the footage in.
That place is amazing.
Motorcycle passing by. But we're excited to be up there and to share that with you. So, you know, it's been fun having them here. It's like going home and being with your friends again. So having them come here has been just amazing. We've had a great time. And I look forward to coming back to Utah next week, and I'm gonna miss my little honey over there. But we're excited to. We're excited. She's over there smiling. But we're really excited to be sharing these opportunities with you from the Philippines, and because you know people want to get away, and so right now, would you guys recommend our island coming up
Oh yeah.
to
That
come to
was so
since
cool,
you've been there?
dude.
Oh, yeah.
That was so cool. We've been everywhere, and that was probably one of my favorite places that I've been to on this whole trip.
Wow.
Honestly, and we've done so much,
Yeah.
right? Just I don't know. It's so peaceful. It's way up in the hills. I was surprised that there's such a big lake on top of this hill.
Yeah.
Right. I thought that was an interesting part of it. It's a lot cooler,
Yeah.
right? And dude, it's just so peaceful and nice.
Yeah.
Like, they saw the video of it, right? It's just
So we're gonna have a few cubos. It'll be set up with a half-court basketball. We're gonna put up a little pavilion for movies at night, or weddings, or whatever you want to do.
we got
Even
jet
karaoke
skis.
if we need to. We'll have jet skis. We'll have canoes. Yeah.
Yeah, well, they're gonna have it all. I'm
He's
coming
got a
back.
boat.
He's got a boat.
I got a boat. Now it's a native boat. Don't get me wrong. This is one of those with the pontoon, with the bamboo pontoons on the side. So it's not a speedboat to go skiing behind, but it's a wonderful, fun boat that's going to bring you to and from the resort. Honey and I, Honey has actually named the resort Harrowlee's Hidden Lake, and
Oh, that's a nice name.
and that comes from my parents, the first three letters of their first names, Harry and Elizabeth. And we know that they would really appreciate being here with us. So I'm excited to get this underway so you can come and visit us, and it's going to be very reasonable here too. So,
And that'll be done when? Like a year?
yeah.
What's
yeah,
your
about a year.
estimated time?
And we're coming back.
Hopefully by October we'll have everything up and running for rent. But I also wanted to mention, so Chris has been my realtor for a few of my homes, and from Utah, anybody in Utah, I'm recommending only him for your real estate needs, because this guy gets stuff done. When I sold my house, and you all saw it in my, I think third video maybe, Chris is the one that helped me sell it, and we had it up in a contract in 2 weeks, and got the most out of it I could. So I really appreciate that. And give him the name of your company and plug yourself here.
Yeah, I own First Class Real Estate, and he's right. We work the Salt Lake market. But the reason why I like doing what I do, Buzz, is because I get to meet people like you and really build those relationships, right?
Yeah.
Like, how many other professions can you find someone, help them with their needs,
Yeah.
and then become friends where now you're visiting them in the Philippines?
Right.
Which makes my job that much more better.
Yeah.
So,
I agree.
appreciate the friendship, bro.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Love you guys. It's been a good time, and we appreciate you guys tuning in. Again, thanks for joining us on Buzz's World, and please
Buzz's
subscribe.
World.
Yeah. Buzz's World. Buzz's World.
That's what I'm waiting
Yeah,
on to do,
Wayne's
right?
World. And don't forget to subscribe. Thank you if you have already, but remember, it costs you nothing. But it helps us as bloggers to get closer to the YouTube family. So please subscribe and set on your notifications so you can receive these, all of my videos for now and the future. Appreciate everybody. Thanks for tuning in. And we'll talk to you again later. Have a great evening.
World.
Whatever.
Yes.
Bye, everybody.
That's great.
Well, they got a lot done today. These guys are finishing up for the day. Hard workers, I'll tell you. So we got the septic almost half dug. That will be, start to brick that tomorrow afternoon. Our footings are done. And they brought all the cement and block up for the septic for now. And we're shutting down for today. So all in all, it was a great day. Had a good day today. And it's amazing, these guys only work for 700 pesos, which is about $15 a day. So, or less, maybe $13. So anyway, it's crazy. And it's all hard labor, but I sure appreciate them, and it's been amazing to watch. I'm excited to get the island going and get moved on to it so we can manage the Airbnb. We are going to be renting out the island for the weekend, during the day, during the weekdays, and again, it's going to be fun. We've got a lot of things planned with jet skis and canoes and all kinds of fun things, half court basketball. So anyway, we'll keep you informed. Stay in touch. Appreciate you guys for following. If you haven't yet, subscribe and select notifications, and you'll get these videos in text messaging. So anyway, thanks again. Talk again soon. All right, everybody. Well, I'd like to introduce my great friends from Utah.
Hey, yeah, we're here.
Chris, Yolanda.
Hi.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, what's going on? Hey, Buzz's World.
So we are on the island right now. We're gonna go look at the progress on our first Kubo, huh?
Let's do it.
Let's take a walk and
We got property tours.
see what's going on. Later today or tomorrow, we're going to talk about their experience in the Philippines.
Oh yeah, we've been here 3 weeks.
3 weeks. Whew. It's a long time.
Seen it all.
It's been fun though, right?
It's beautiful. It's a
What do you think
complete
of the
blast.
island?
This island is pretty dope, actually. So this is the fence that you just put in, right?
Yes. So
It's all barbed wire.
our property goes from
Is that water?
uh-huh.
Water tower?
Water tower. We'll have one here too. But that fence goes all the way down to there and then down, and then I go all the way down to
You got your footings in.
that end of the property over there.
Okay. So this is actually pretty large.
Uh-huh. All right, my footings are in. Let's take a look. Wow. There's my septic tank. Go poo poo.
I can fit a lot of poo poo.
Lots of poo poo. Oh my goodness, it's huge.
These are the holes they dug up with that.
So these were dug by hand,
Okay.
Wow.
right, Kano? By hand.
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome.
And the lake won't go up higher?
No,
Oh, okay.
the lake actually is at its highest point right now. So that's the view from,
Does it stay this high?
it'll be here for about another month. And then it goes down about 10 feet. So this will be where Kano's at. That'll be the furthest part of that. 10 feet off will be a room, 10 by 10, 8 foot tall, and then the door, and then a kitchen, and the bathroom will be back here. that'll empty into the septic.
Got a lot of concrete.
Yeah. And so the front door will be there, and then we're going to build a deck out to that tree. See that tree that is bending?
Oh,
We're going to put a swing on that.
Oh, that's the, okay.
So they
How
can
deep
swing.
is it right here?
It's only about 5 foot right there.
Oh, okay.
Kano, looks good. And all that by hand.
It's crazy.
Like,
Okay. Okay.
these posts were all by hand, huh?
Yeah. That amazing?
It is pretty.
However, all the holes were dug with my auger. So that was nice to have. It's coming along, everybody. Here's our first.
You said,
Look at the
how long
footings.
before it's complete, you think?
What's that?
How long before it's all completed, do you think?
About 3 weeks to have this done. And
The whole thing?
oh, the whole island?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
no.
It's been like a year.
By steps, yeah. Hopefully by October we'll have everything the way we want it. But we'll have another Kubo. So that one's gonna go there. Then we'll have another one in this area, kind of where you're standing. And then that section right there where the cement's been mixed is gonna be a fire pit. And then another Kubo. And then that area over there is gonna be our kind of our place where we're gonna have the reception area for movies and weddings and whatever, and then our house, and then the basketball court.
Nice, dude.
We might put the basketball court up here though, I'm not sure.
Dang, dude, this is a good retirement life.
Kind of fun, huh?
Yeah, it's way fun, dude.
So anyway, it's coming along, everybody, and
The sunrises here, I bet, are insane.
they're beautiful. Yes, it's beautiful here. So we'll sign off for now, and then we'll get back together, and we're going to talk more about our escapades here in the Philippines
There's
with
plenty
Chris
of
and
them.
Yolanda. Talk to you soon, everybody. Thanks for joining.